What's up, everybody? It's the Casual Fan back with another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my Week 6 takeaways of the NFL season. This was a pretty good week. So as of right now, in this exact moment, my record of this week looks to be 12-2. That's a really good record. I'm proud of it. The only games that I did get wrong were the Cardinals and Browns. I thought the Browns were going to beat the Cardinals. And I also thought the Chargers were going to beat the Ravens, but I was wrong, So yeah, 12-2 is my record. Actually, the Bills and Titans are actually playing today right now as I speak. Well, no, like today, later today. So even though I do think the Bills are going to win by a pretty large margin, I'm kind of listing myself already winning that prediction. Let's just say that the Titans do win instead, then I'll change my prediction. But if the Bills win, I went 12-2 on this week. And if the Titans win, I went, I believe, 11-3. Yeah, that's the record. So yeah, let's just dive right into this. Starting off with the first game, the Buccaneers versus the Eagles. And I'm not going to lie, the Eagles really looked like a mess in the beginning of this game. They were just not getting much going, and Jalen Hurts, oh my God. Somebody needs to explain to me why Miles Sanders on the Eagles is not getting the ball. Like, he is really, really running that thing like crazy, like his life depends on it. And I mean, Jalen Hurts is balling for the most part. And I mean, I can't believe the Eagles. I mean, they were playing bad, and then they finally kicked it into gear and almost came back. But the Buccaneers got a pretty good W. I think that offense is really unstoppable, and they're going to look scary as the season progresses. So yeah, the Buccaneers win. Then we look at the London game for this week, which was the Dolphins and the Jaguars. Dolphins, your season is over. Your season is over. I thought you guys were going to be playoff contenders this year, not like contenders, but making it to the playoffs. Your guys' season's over. You guys just lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They had a 20-game losing streak before this game, and it ended to you guys. Tua, you played good for the most part, but holy fuck, I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, oh my God. If you're a Dolphins fan, go see a physical therapist. Your life is still worth something. I promise there's still lots to live for because you're probably questioning your life right now. Jaguars, I mean, I guess, good win, great win. I mean, your kicker just came in clutch for you guys. It's as simple as that right now. And then we have the Vikings versus the Panthers. And now, even though I did predict this game right, the Vikings to win it, these wins aren't looking very promising and very good for the Vikings. Until I'm convinced and I see a good win for them, then I'll be convinced that they're. But yeah, I don't really know if the Vikings are going to make the playoffs or not at this point. You guys just barely snuck out this win, but Dalvin Cook absolutely carries your team. And as for the Panthers, I don't have to criticize you guys from this win, really. Sam Darnold played all right, but you guys are still missing Christian McCaffrey, and Stephon Gilmore's going to come by week 8. So you guys should be good. You guys are still in the playoff hunt, in my opinion, and your record is 3-3. So that's a little. I mean, you guys won 3 straight, and then you guys lost 3 straight. So you guys really need to step it up this next week. That's all I'm saying. And then we have the Chargers versus the Ravens. I think this was the game for the Ravens where they just shit the bed. I think they are, in actuality, a better team than the Ravens. I'm going to be very honest with you, and that's why I picked them to win. Even though I was wrong, I'm going to be honest. The Ravens are contenders. They are. They kind of remind me of that same team whenever, 2-3 years back or something like that, whenever they went 14-2, and then they lost in the first round to Derrick Henry. So yeah, I mean, I think the Ravens in general are just a regular season football team. They go crazy, they go bonkers in the regular season. Shit, they might even compete to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs this year. And then come playoff time, and Lamar Jackson isn't the best guy in the playoffs, but we're gonna have to see. I mean, I would still list the Ravens as contenders, though. And the Chargers, I don't think you guys should panic. This was just a bad week for you guys, but you guys are straight. And then we have the Rams versus the Giants. The Rams, this was just an ordinary win for the Rams. Good win, great win, actually. You dropped 38 on them, and, that was, I mean, they have a pretty good defense, but, man, if you are a Giants fan, I truly feel bad for you because even though you guys are like really cocky and stuff, and like I get into like a lot of arguments with you guys on TikTok, I'm gonna be honest, you guys are dealing with a lot of injuries, and Daniel Jones didn't really play well at all this game either, even though he's had a pretty solid year so far. But yeah, I don't really know what direction you should go for as a Giants fan. I mean, if you guys should rebuild or if you guys should fight to win the NFC East. Like, this is just kind of a weird year for the Giants. Then we have the Texans versus the Colts. Let's talk about the Texans. That's enough talking about the Texans, their ass. Let's talk about the Colts. The Colts, hot take. I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to make the playoffs this year. Yes, they started off their season extremely rough, 0-3, but now they're really bouncing back. And I think Carson Wentz is balling so far, and man, that team, they could really be in the playoff hunt in a few weeks. That's for sure. Then we have the Chiefs versus Washington. This is a weird game because, first of all, Patrick Mahomes didn't look very good in this game. Second of all, the defense did look pretty good in this game. Now, even though they're going up against a Washington football team that's not very good on offense, you know, Antonio Gibson got hurt and they have other injuries on that offense. J.D. McKissic's really carrying that offense, but the Chiefs did really good at holding that offense to under 20 points in general. And, you know, what's your guys' record now? 3-3. 3-3, and you guys have a lot of hard opponents coming up in your schedule. So yeah, I don't really know if the Chiefs are a top 10 team in the NFL anymore, but 3-3, not a terrible record. You know, there's definitely a lot of teams worse than you guys. So if you're a Chiefs fan, don't panic that much, but you know, it looks like you guys are starting to get up on your feet a little bit more. So overall, a good win for you guys. Then we have the Packers versus the Chicago Bears. I still own you. I still own you. Oh my God, guys, this win felt so good. This win literally felt better than sex. Listen, the Packers are just the kings of the NFC North, and they aren't even like in competition with any of the teams in this division. I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. Like, oh my God. And yes, the Packers versus Bears rivalry has always been close, but if you look at the rivalry for the past 20 years, it hasn't been close. In my lifetime, it's never been close. So the Packers move on with a record of 5-1, baby. The Bears are 3-3, 500, like a 500 record. That's just the natural form of the Chicago Bears. And yeah, this was just a really good win. I mean, Aaron Rodgers played great. Devontae played great. A.J. Dillon was running the ball like crazy. Like, our defense was playing great, holding the Bears to under 14 points with all the injuries that we have on that defense. And that offense was kind of holding up. Like, the line was kind of banged up at the same time and kind of you know, letting Aaron Rodgers getting sacked. But I still think we still played well, and I can't wait till we beat the shit out of this team at Lambeau Field, because this was a really tough victory to get, and we're 5-1 now, so let's go. Then we have the Bengals beating the Lions. Now, the Bengals are a playoff team. Straight up. They are. I don't even know why they are. I mean, they have like an explosive offense, but like that Jesse Bates-led defense is scary. And then that Lions team is so sad. It's so sad. I mean, Dan Campbell is such a good coach. I mean, I don't think that Lions organization deserves Dan Campbell, if I'm being honest with you. Like, he's crying after losses. But yeah, there's not much to say. And then we have the Cardinals versus the Browns. Now, the Cardinals, it's very clear. The Cardinals are the best team in football right now. Straight up. Kyler Murray is probably the leading candidate for MVP. I mean, I don't know who else you can put in front of him. As for the Browns, they have injuries, man. They have a lot of injuries right now. And I don't even know how Baker Mayfield's if he's gonna play for the rest of the season. His shoulder's banged up, but oh my God, the Cardinals look really good. And next week they're versing the Texans, so Kyler Murray on my fantasy team is about to go off. And then the week after that they're versing the Packers, so that should be a great game as well. But yeah, the Cardinals are the best team in football. As for the Browns, I'd say you guys have to slightly panic, but we're gonna have to see. Then the Cowboys versus the Patriots. This was the game of the week. This was the craziest game. Went to overtime. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb is a top 10 receiver in the NFL right now, straight up. That Cowboys defense is playing great. Trayvon Diggs is playing good. I'm not going to say he's bad, but he's playing good. He's playing good. And I wouldn't say he's like the defensive player of the year either. Well, I mean, maybe he is. I mean, I think it's TJ Watt, but, overall, just a really good game. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Mac Jones is the best quarterback in that rookie class, and it's no debate. Then we look at the Raiders versus the Broncos. The Raiders, even without a head coach, got a big win over the Broncos. The Broncos are kind of overrated. Like, that defense is just a teeny tiny bit overrated. But yeah, I mean, these teams are both kind of the same. They're both very football teams right now. And then we have the Steelers versus the Seahawks. This was a much needed win for the Seahawks. The Seahawks, you can tell they needed this win badly. And this really hurts for their organization because now they're 2-4. And they're not going to have Russell Wilson until like week 10 or something. So yeah, man, that's just really rough for the Seahawks. As for the Steelers, you guys got a good win. Congratulations for that. And like I said, TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. And then tonight we have the Bills versus the Titans. I would give it like a 70% chance that the Bills are going to win this game. They're just one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now, next to the Cardinals. As for the Titans, you guys are kind of a shaky team, a little bit. I don't really know how to describe you guys. That defense isn't very good, and that Bills offense is very good because Josh Allen's spreading out the ball anymore. He's not throwing just to Stephon Diggs. He's throwing to Dawson Knox. He's throwing to Emmanuel Sanders. He's throwing to Cole Beasley. He's throwing to Diggs. He's throwing it to everybody. So yeah, I mean, maybe we might even see like a Bills-Cardinals Super Bowl. Hopefully a Bills-Packers Super Bowl. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more NFL content.